What's up, everybody? We're doing our Dark Dimension 6 global review. That's right, we finished the global section. In this video, I'm going to show the amount of attacks it took for the nodes, as well as just finish up that last node, and then just kind of give you a preview of what I'm doing for my Mystic section. Let me quickly talk about what I did. So I brought Weaver, the Weaver Quicksilver debate. I think I could put it to rest. I think I'd rather Quicksilver, but not because he's better in Dark Dimension 6. I don't think he's going to be much better. I've really enjoyed the permakill from Weaver, as well as the charges. Like, yes, they get ripped off faster, but if you get her targeted enough, then she just gets all the energy back. It worked out really well for me. I don't know if maybe I was just super lucky, but it felt clean. I was in no rush, because why would you rush through the global section just so you could sit and twiddle your thumbs for the cosmic section? So yeah, I enjoyed Weaver. I like that she was one cheaper. In hindsight, would I have brought Quicksilver instead? Maybe, just because I'd love a Gear Tier 18 Quicksilver in Crucible and in War. That's about it. So I don't know. Who cares, really? It would have actually stalled out my Cosmic section even longer, because I have no Cosmic or no Mystic Gear right now. But I digress. Obviously, I brought Apocalypse. I think Apocalypse is crucial for this. I think the reason I got through the section in 20 days instead of 60 days is because I had Apocalypse basically taking out a wave every single day. And then I brought 3 raid characters. I saw Dark Beast. I love that I brought Dark Beast over Nemesis. Maybe I'm a fortune teller, because it works really good in that stage 2 against Bifrost, where he needs to land his flips. I really like having that. I brought Agent Venom. I like Agent Venom in the raids. Sadly, the way we're doing raids, I kind of see that section maybe like once a week, so I don't really get to use him that much. I no longer get to use them in War, because we split up our Rebirth team, and in Crucible, I do have them on defense. I've gotten a couple wins here and there, but with the last season, obviously there was the Rebirth room. This season, Bifrost goes in that room, so don't get much use there. I probably would not bring Agent Venom in hindsight. My final option was Iron Fist Orson. Definitely would not bring him. Yeah, I wouldn't bring him. Not much else to say. I'd bring Black Widow. She doesn't get much play either, but she's kind of usable right now in Crucible for stage 6. So that's kind of fun, although you do need to be wary of her going on the Doom ride if that's the kind of composition you're throwing her with. But I can see Black Widow having plug-and-play value down the road, and Iron Fist Orson just not. So, I mean, my raid sims are still doing good, and that's all he's useful for, that skill section. So maybe regret that. If I could bring anybody differently, I probably would have brought Wolverine or Sabretooth, especially with the new War season coming out soon. That's going to be mutant heavy. I'd love to have a bigger Weapon X. But that's about it. So let's get into the video. I kind of just yammered on a bit too much. Those are my 5 characters, regrets, whatever. So let me show you how it went now. Alright guys, so we're doing a little recap on our Dark Dimension adventures. So back in on our Dark Dimension 6 run, we are now going to be finishing global. So I have already beaten the last node. Sorry about to sneeze. I already beat the last node, but I backed out so we can make this video. So the first node with my team took 5 attacks. The second node took 12 attacks, and I'm currently on attack number 5. So it's going to be 6. So it took quite a while to get through, but I'm still not ready for Cosmic. So I'm only building characters that I'm going to use later, so that, because I know I'm going to wait anyway. Like, I'm not building to beat these nodes faster. I didn't build Black Widow. I didn't build Captain America, who arguably could have got through this faster and smoother. That argument is holding well. It's holding well for me. Except for the part that all the raid characters have kind of fallen off a cliff. I still really like Dark Beast, but my Agent Venom, you know, he's been basically ripped away from me in War, because we're putting Captain America on defense in his own little place. Iron Fist Orson, mostly useless. Like, maybe I actually would have preferred Black Widow, because now you can get use out of her in Crucible, which is something we didn't really expect. But in that stage 6, she's pretty good, and maybe next season she'll be good too. Who knows, right? But Iron Fist Orson not really giving me the benefit. And I had Weaver instead of Apocalypse, and honestly, it's been fine. Not stressful. If you're not racing through Dark Dimension 6, which if you're a regular person, you can't race through Dark Dimension 6 anyway, then I don't think it matters between her and Quicksilver. She's one cheaper, so it gets you in there faster, but again, I don't really care about going faster. What I would say is I'd prefer to have Quicksilver. I just would. I would prefer to have Quicksilver Gear Tier 18 over Weaver. I don't dislike my Weaver. It's definitely helped me quite a bit in Crucible. But I would for sure rather have Quicksilver, even though he's mostly on defense for me. I just would. Let's take this Gambit out. I forget what I did when I did beat this node. You can go for the Gambit. So yeah, at least the strategies hold true. I'm going to be ready for Cosmic by the end of this Sylvie monthly event. I'm just waiting on her uniques, and then I'm ready to go. And then as far as City goes, it doesn't matter how fast I get through Cosmic. I'm going to be waiting a while for City, unless I go in there with like full bio characters all over the place, which I guess is an option. I might have to reset this. This isn't going well for me here. Let's do this here to make sure that we kill the Gambit. Oh wow, that Archangel still being alive is really frustrating. Let's use a special here. Please go to zombie. Nice. Got a good chain there. Let's go for Hela next. So yeah, as far as the global section goes, like, it wasn't fun, but it was the Apocalypse show. You know, the second node was definitely a pain in the butt, but it wasn't the end of the world, that's for sure. Apocalypse would basically just get you through one wave every single day, and you know, away you go. It's the Apocalypse show. If you didn't bring Apocalypse, then I would be concerned to be like, how the hell do you get through Biosection without Apocalypse? So the Quicksilver Weaver debate, I'm not really here for it. I don't really understand it. Except that Quicksilver is kind of a funner character to have big. Weaver kind of performs what she's supposed to do, right? So kind of is what it is. Look, everybody's dying. Everybody's dying. Let's try and get Apocalypse self-healed back up. Take him out. We hope for some attacks to go for Weaver and not Apocalypse here, so that our Apocalypse can heal with his Drano. There we go. And now we can get vulnerable, or rather a charge up. You see, this is what kind of happened from every node. Like, Weaver would just sort of protect Apocalypse long enough for him to do his thing. I think I got 2 ults off like every other day. Oh, that's a terrible ability block for me. So I wasn't really getting multiple ults, which you will get if you go in here with like a Black Widow, Captain America type thing. The protection they provide is just way better. But it was just fine. It was fine. Global section wasn't the end of the world. Wasn't terribly difficult. Wasn't fun. Like Iron Fist, Orison, Agent Venom. I got to do some pretty juicy Agent Venom ultimates, I guess. And by juicy, I mean like the enemy had 9 or 10 debuffs. Like, we're going to finish this off strong. The enemy had like 9 or 10 debuffs, and he had offense up, and then he still did like negligible damage. So I mean, like, fun, I guess, subjective. But yeah, so that was it. That was it for global. Not a crazy video. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there because people always ask how it's going, and this is how it's going. So I'll quickly show you what the Cosmic team I'm going to be using. Normally I try and do these fights on stream, but I just didn't want to today. And yeah, this was a fast video. That didn't even take me a long time to clean it up. So I'm going in there with these 4 and then Sylvie. Sylvie is just 1 piece away. She's at 6 yellow, 6 red. She's ISO 5. So it's going to be a very, very big team. Very, very strong team. I imagine I'm going to blow through these nodes. Maybe not blow through, especially with that Apocalypse over there. But I imagine I'll get through these nodes probably like 5 hits each. So maybe 6 days faster than it took me for global. And then we're going to be sitting just waiting for City. And then we're going to be sitting waiting for Legendary, which is why bring your good characters. I thought I brought good characters to global, and then all of my plans, all of my counter sheets kind of swapped around rooting out those characters. Is what it is. These characters are going to be good. Kestrel, Val, Sylvie for Dark Dimension 6 with Val is going to be huge. That's going to really screw people over in Crucible. Kang, enough said. Photon, of course. And honestly, the Kestrel pings, I know a lot of people said Kestrel's not good for this. Kestrel pings have been dope. Outside of Dark Dimension 6, like, she's hitting much harder, really, really good. Especially in, like, Crucible. When I pair her up in room 4, she spawns with offense up. So she's doing an assist on every single turn. She is crushing in that room. So if ever I'm not facing, like, a Gamma or something in that room, I'd love to throw Kestrel in there and get great value out of her. But that's it. Global done. Here we go. That's what, the 40% mark or something like that. It's okay. It is what it is. Dark Dimension 6, the grind continues. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.